Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Before I continue on to today's video, I'm just gonna say the obvious. I had a little minor accident in the office last Monday. I was just cleaning my table when my ring light suddenly got unscrewed and hit me on the bridge of my nose. Although right now, it has already healed and it has already scabbed over. I'm just putting on some bandage just for added protection, because when you have a wound in your face, you shouldn't put makeup on, or if you're putting makeup on, you have to have at least some sort of protection so that you don't get some sort of bacterial infection. So that's one tip that you should all remember when you're doing makeup. Okay, now I've been quite unfamiliar with the line from Revlon, mainly because in the department store where I shop, they don't carry it there. When I was at Watson's the other day, I was with my mom and she was buying stuff, and she was already at the cashiers when I spotted this in the middle of the floor. So, I got curious and I decided to pick up these 4 colors from their table. Now, the price here is 575 pesos. And I actually got these on sale. I forgot how many % off it was, but I ended up paying 1,300 pesos for these 3 pots of colors. So I'm excited to try this out today. Now, I don't have anything on my face. I don't have any makeup. I just have skincare, and I have a little bit of some eyebrow pen on my eyebrows just to balance them out. And for this video, this is just going to be a get-to-know video and my first impressions with these cream eyeshadows from Revlon. I've done a little bit of some researching, and I've found out that these have been out for a few years now, and they recently updated their color line. So according to their website, these eyeshadows can last for up to 24 hours, although we don't have to do that right now. I'm not going to test that way. And each one delivers highly pigmented matte or shimmer color, so that's good to know. And it has a built-in eyeshadow brush. Okay, in the cap. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So I thought that, so I think this is the built-in brush on the cap. So I just thought it was like part of the lid that helped you lift the cap. But that's good to know. And it's ophthalmologist tested, and it has 18 shades, including 6 new shades with even bolder, richer colors. Okay, so let's try this. So I picked up these 4 colors. I created my own color story. So there's 1 bold color and there's 3 cream satin eyeshadows. So you can intermix them in any way you want, based on what type of eyeshadow you want to wear or what type of feeling you want to evoke on that day. Okay, first things first, about the packaging. So this actually comes in a screw lid top, and you get 5.2 grams of product in a pot. Now in the cap, there is actually a built-in brush that you can use to apply your eyeshadow. But since this is a long-wearing eyeshadow, I suggest that before you insert the brush back into the cap, you have to wash it. This is a ColorStay formula, and as you all know, when you're using long-wearing formulas, they tend to dry up and they tend to harden on the brushes that you use. Let's watch these and see how they look on my skin. Okay, so this is 705. There was a name here earlier. I think it's on. Oh, okay. So unfortunately, on the bottle, you only get the number. So here it says it's 705, but on the plastic, it's actually called Creme Brulee. So let's swatch these. Okay, so it's actually very creamy, and it's very easy to blend and to spread. And this is 705 Creme Brulee on my skin. So it's a nice champagne color that's very light, that gives off a nice shine. Okay, next is 745. Look at that very nice pink color. So this is Cherry Blossom, 745. That's a very nice color, I have to say. Okay, next is 755. So this is Licorice. And this is 825. I think this is their new bold color. And this is named Merlot, like the wine. So let's watch that. Oh, that is a very bold color. So that is Merlot. Okay, so let's play with these eyeshadows and let's see how well they apply. So this is Creme Brulee. This is 705. So I'm using a synthetic brush and I'm just applying it all over my eyelid. And I'm just patting it in. It's actually a very nice color. It's very wearable. It's like a nice gold champagne kind of color. So if you're a girl or a boy who likes to wear light eyeshadow, this would be great. Okay, so this is a very light wash of color. And so far it doesn't feel tacky, which is great. And then I didn't use an eye base for this. I just used the product straight from the pot. And so far, I haven't seen any creasing. And it doesn't feel heavy at all. Because sometimes when you're wearing like those long wear formula eyeshadows, sometimes they're too thick. Like I remember that Maybelline ColorStay Color Tattoo eyeshadow that comes in an applicator. I tried using that, but it was just so thick that it felt that it impeded my eye movement. But this one is very light. So let's add one more layer to see if it layers well or if the color does intensify. Now the reason why I like using cream colors is because it's actually much more easier for me to control the product and to blend it and spread it. And the nice thing with cream colors is that sometimes it stays longer on the eyelid than a normal powder eyeshadow. Okay, so that's cool. It's nice. I'm gonna see how well it layers. So this is Licorice. So this is the darker shade, like the dark gray. And I'm just using it on the outer corners of my lids. And let's just see how well that blends. Okay, the thing with Licorice is that I thought this was going to be a very intense black, but no, it's like a nice metally gray. This is actually great for shading or for adding some depth into the eye. And so far, even if I'm, layering two different colors, I'm not having a hard time blending them at all. So let's just blend that further. So it's actually a nice color to use, if you want to create a nice smoky eye, but not too intense smoky eye. So let's add the color the lower lash line. So that's actually nice. Let's use it as like some sort of like an eyeliner on the upper lash line. And let's just smoke it out. Okay, so this is ColorStay. So I'm glad to know that it doesn't really dry instantly when you're applying it. So it takes a while for it to dry down, which is good because it gives you enough time to control and apply the product. And I've also noticed that if you layer the colors together, it doesn't get darker, it doesn't intensify, but it just stays the same color as it is from the pot. Okay, so I'm getting a blending brush now, and I'm just going to blend that well into the crease. Okay, so this is a very nice, glittery, smoky eye. Now, if you've seen my last video on a Revlon product that I reviewed, it was their liquid highlighters, and I used them as eyeshadows. Now, if I was going to compare this to that, I would say that those liquid highlighters look more lustrous and satin-like on the eye. Now, these eyeshadows are more glittery and shimmery, while those liquid highlighters are more soft and dewy. So I actually prefer using the liquid highlighters than this at the moment if I was going to compare it. Sometimes, when you're using like long wearing formulas, you feel them dry out your eyelid. So far, it hasn't, and it hasn't created any additional texture on my eyelid. So which is actually great. Okay, let's try the other two colors on my other eye. Okay, let's start with number 745. Oh, it's not pink. It's like a nice violet color. This would be very great with people who have nice blue eyes. It's gonna make the blue come out. This is a very nice girly color, actually. Okay, let's spread that. Okay, that's nice. But one thing I have to say though, that in the pot it appears to have a very vibrant pop of color, but when you actually apply it on your eyes, it's actually not that bold. Let's try to see how it applies when you're using your finger. Okay, that certainly added more color. But you know, when you layer the product, it doesn't increase the hue or the tone, but it just stays the same. It's more even now though. Let's try to add color number 825. No, I think this is one of their newest shades. And let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna apply it now just like as an eyeliner. Okay, so yes, this is a much more bold color. I think I added too thick of the product on my lash line, but that's okay. I was expecting this kind of color payoff from the Licorice color. Where was that? From this color on my lash line, but it didn't. But this one was certainly a very, very bold color. So let's blend that out. Now this is a very nice wine shade. So let's bring that a little bit over my crease. Okay, my observation with this color is that the more product that you apply, the bolder the color becomes, as you can see. Okay, so let's just blend that for a much more smokier effect. Wow, that is a nice color. I like that. It's making my eye color come out. I'm going to add that to my lower lash line. Wow, that is a nice color, high impact color. Let's just blend it. Okay, I have to say it's actually very easy to layer this product, and it's also very easy to blend, especially if you have a nice blending brush. Now this is a synthetic blending brush. Do not use a natural bristle brush when you're using cream or long wearing products, because they will tend to harden on the brushes when they dry up. Oh wow. Oh wow, I like this. I love this. So I love using cream eyeshadows. It's because when I first started in the industry, they just started coming out. And then there was a time when I was younger, I used to do a wet eyeshadow application technique. And it's much more similar to that in terms of application. But you know, with technology right now, it's just much more easier to use it than most powder eyeshadows. And they stay longer too. So with this, if I just add like nice mascara and a very thin eyeliner, it's a nice color to use. So blending is the key. Like you don't even need a highlighter to highlight your brow bone. Just as long as you blend properly, you let your skin become your highlighter. Okay, if you want to buy these products as your eyeshadows, make sure that if you want to layer or create more drama, you have to have one bold color and you have to have one shimmer color. Basing on the labels that I see here, so this eyeshadow is labeled as 745 and this eyeshadow is labeled as 825. So although it says it's bold here, if the number on the eyeshadow starts with an 8, it's going to be a bold color, and if the eyeshadow starts with the number 7, that's a shimmer eyeshadow. So after checking the website, my hunch was correct. All of the bold eyeshadows here start with an 8 and the rest are shimmer. So there are 6 bold colors available. There's a shimmering dark green, there's a shimmering gold brown, there's a matte chocolate brown, and there's a matte black. And a nice silver pink. Okay, that's very interesting. Oh, it's too bad I missed some of the colors, mainly because I was hurrying already because my mom was already at the cashier when I saw these products. So I just picked up the colors that were right in front of me. So, okay, so my final thoughts is that I do love the bold colors, as you can see on this eye. I love how intense the color is, and I have to say it's very easy to blend. And it's very easy to layer as well. And I like that it didn't add too much texture on my eye because, as I've said earlier, Some long-wearing eyeshadows can be highly texturized. And the thing is, with my eyes, if I look straight forward at you, my fold actually almost hits my eyelashes. Now, if the glitters on these eyeshadows were any chunkier, it would be painful for me. So I'm glad that the shimmers here are actually very small and very gentle on the eye. So that's very, very good. I'm gonna put this in my makeup kit, and hopefully when I start working, I'm going to be able to play with it. Also, you know, at this time that we're wearing face masks all the time, it's a good product to use to play up, you know, your eyes, because half our face is covered with a mask. So I know Filipinas love bold lipstick colors, but maybe at this time we can try using nice bold eyeshadow. So do check this out. I have to say, I'm quite excited to use this for work. So that's my first impression of the Revlon ColorStay Creme eyeshadows. And oh, I forgot to check. No, they don't have any scent, which is understandable because this is an American product. So scents are a no-no. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's very simple. So if you guys have any more questions about how I would use this, just leave them at the comments box below and I'm going to answer them to the best of my abilities. And as I'm going to be using this throughout the next few months, I'm going to be updating this video entry to tell you guys if I discovered anything that I like or don't like about it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Bye!